Hi, I'm Hannah Claude and I'm the lead designer here at Mold Interiors. And what I want to give you is this super fun and easy way to pick colors for your home like a pro, to create that perfectly matched color palette, and just to bring a bit of excitement in your home with color. All of this because how you pick color, how you use color is super important in making your room feel complete, your house feel complete. And trust me, this can be done without looking through a gazillion paint swatches or getting lost through the paint aisle at the store. But how do you do this? How do you simplify this without looking through all those choices that are available out there? How do you pick what's going to look good, what might not? Especially when, after looking through all those paint swatches, maybe consulting with family and friends, even trying some sample colors on your wall, trying to match your couch, you just get to painting, you start painting, and you're thinking, shoot, I should have picked the beige color instead of the greenish color, right? But that's what's super exciting, that there's so many possibilities, so many options, and if you paint something a color and you don't like it, you can paint it right back another color, right? There's no right or wrong, you just play with it. But I'm here to take away a little bit of the stress for you of picking colors, of choosing. I love colors, I love color trends, because with just a bit of color, you can completely transform a room, completely different, give it a different mood. So, here's 4 simple steps of my secret formula to create that perfectly matched color palette. Here we go. Alright, so number 1 is we're going to pick our color inspiration for a color palette. If you've already got a piece of artwork that you'll be putting in the room you're decorating, I would use that, but it can also be an area rag that you've got if you have throw pillows that you really like, draperies, etc. Can be pretty much anything as long as, and this is extremely important, as long as it has a pattern in it and has a minimum of 3 colors. And black and white don't count into this, so 3 colors or more on top of if there's any black and white in the pattern. For example, earlier today I pulled a throw pillow here. This would not count. It has this orange coral color. It does have white on top of it, but technically it's only 1 color in the pattern. So for the sake of this example, let's say that you've got a lovely copy, or perhaps even the original, who knows, of Van Gogh's A Starry Night. And that's what we're going to incorporate into our design, our decor for a master bedroom. So this is your color palette inspiration. For you, pick an artwork that you've already have, as I mentioned, or any other items that has a pattern with colors that you really like. Now, I'm just going to look at first glance, make sure that this painting is right. It's got 3 to 4 main colors, so we're good to go here. And now comes the fun part of easily getting a nice color palette. So that brings me to number 2, which is extracting your color palette. So what I did is I found this picture on Google, I saved it on my computer so I've got access. You're going to do the same thing with your piece of artwork, your rag, your throw pillow. Take a picture, upload it on your computer, and make sure the colors are as close to as possible as the real item. Now we're going to head over to a site from Adobe, so I'm going to put it in Google here. You're looking for Color Wheel Adobe. So I'm going to click on that, and this is a free resource. You can use it over and over again, and here we have it as the first color.adobe.com. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to bring me to this page with the color wheel, and here I can take the circles, I can move them around, figure out any color palette I want. But for us, we're going to go to, on the top right here, there's a camera and it says create from image. So we're going to click on that, and here I'm going to upload our picture of Van Gogh's painting. A Okay, so here I am, and it's actually automatically kind of given me a color palette based on the colors in here. I can also go in this menu to the left here and see what the muted color palette is, see if I like that. There's a couple other options, but what we're going to do is we're going to click on custom here and make our own. So you can take the circles that are on the picture, you're going to start moving them around to find different colors and see what appeals to you. What we're ideally looking for are two neutral colors. So I'm going to look for a dark one here and a lighter one. I'm going to find here kind of a beige color with a bit of a green tone in it. I'm also looking for 1 to 2, this depends on your painting, what kind of colors you've got. 1 to 2 muted colors. So muted color, it's not the brightest color, it's a bright color with some black in it. So here I'm going to pick this green, and I'm just going to rearrange these colors by dragging them so I have them in order. Now we're going to look for 1 to 2, depending how many muted colors you've picked, 1 to 2 brighter accent colors. And here, try to pick the main colors in your picture. If not, it's not gonna tie in your whole decor if you've got, let's say, here the blue and orange in your picture, and you're picking, like here I've got a little red dot, which you can barely see. It's not gonna match together. So go for the real bright ones. So here I've got the blue, and let me pick a yellow, say about there. Perfect. Okay, so now I've got my two neutrals, I've got my one muted color that I picked, and I've got 2 bright colors. Now what? Now let's move to number 3, which will be applying your masterpiece, applying your color palette. So there's no real rule of thumb here. You could do anything you want. You could say, I'm gonna paint my walls bright yellow, I'm gonna have some bright blue furniture, and I'm gonna do more of my accents in the neutral colors down here. But if you're not feeling quite as bold, here's what I would recommend, and I'll explain a bit later why. You're going to start with your neutral, and you can pick 1 for the wall color and 1 for the furniture. Here I'm going to take the darker, the black color for my furniture, and the lighter color for my walls. You can also use those 2 neutrals for the walls, create a bit of a feature wall accent if you want to, especially if you've already got nice furniture that's all matching together. But in this case, the darker for the furniture, this kind of beige, it has a bit of a green tint to it for the walls. This muted green color, I'm going to use it for a bit bigger decorations, bigger accent pieces. It can be for an area rug, it can be for draperies. You kind of play around with it to kind of link the neutrals to the bright accent colors. And then I'm going to take the bright blue and the bright yellow, and these are going to become my accent pieces. So the small decorations, maybe some throw pillows in these colors, can be some pieces of furniture if they're smaller, or depending on the atmosphere you're trying to create in your room. So the reason I prefer to use natural neutrals on the walls and furniture and the brighter colors and accessories is that it's easier to change over your accessories, your throw pillows, to the latest color trends when they change, as opposed to if you've got all your furniture in bright blue or yellow, and then you've got the wall in a bright color, you're gonna get tired of it pretty fast. So, and that's harder to change. If you've got the furniture in brighter colors, it's more expensive, obviously, to get it reupholstered or buy all new. So keep neutral as the big items, and the bright colors as the smaller ones, the less expensive one to replace and change. The other reason is that colors do have an effect on people. So someone walking into a bright yellow room might be happy about it, excited about it, but someone else walking in a yellow room might feel trapped in there, might not feel comfortable staying in that room for a long time. So just take that into consideration. That brings me to our final point, which is putting on the finishing touches. And this is my all-time favorite part because you get to go shopping. So now that you've got your color palette chosen and a plan on possibly how you're going to arrange your furniture, you might have all your furniture in mind already, or your layout where you're going to place and everything. You can start thinking about decor as well and how your colors are going to apply to that. So what I would suggest is that you take a screenshot of this page and that you print it. So here I've got a screenshot. Let me pull it up here. On my desktop. Here I've got a screenshot of my screen. So you can print this off and check to see out of the printer if you like the colors that are coming out. Sometimes they're a bit different than what you see on the screen. If you're not completely happy with it, just go back and move the little circles around and find something that you really like. So print that off, keep it handy, keep it in your purse, in your briefcase, in your bag, so that next time you're out and you come across an item that you really like, you can really see if it's gonna match, if it's gonna work. The other thing is when you're shopping for accessories, for drapes, for area rugs, try to look for a couple other items that will introduce more patterns into the room. Again, to tie all those colors together and just give it a completed look. It doesn't have to be all the colors you can find. You can get a throw pillow like the one I showed with the orange and the white, but it could be the blue and white, or it could be blue and yellow. Just introduce one or two colors in those patterns or more to tie it all together again. Now, if one of those colors in your palette is a color that you want to paint the wall, you can bring this sheet that you've printed right to the to the paint store, and they can actually scan right from your paper. It's going to get that color into their machine, and there you go. They can give you a paint of can with that exact color that you want. Now, what I made is a kind of 3D model of a master bedroom where I've taken this picture and I've applied the color palette just so you can kind of get an idea and see where it brought us. So let me pull it up here. So here you've got the walls in that neutral green color, you've got the furniture in the dark gray, a chest here, here's our painting on the side. I put in a reading chair in the bright blue. Here I've got a plant pot in that muted green color. As you see, there's some white in there and black, which is perfect. The area rug has another pattern with blue and yellow stripes, as well as the throw pillows. It brings in those color again. And here's our inspiration painting.